Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nacine. I'm 37. I have 4 beautiful kids, a floofy fluffy husky, 2 kitties, and I love when you give me a clicky. Today I'm doing a meal prep video. So I am prepping meals for the entire week. A couple of breakfast things, lunches, and dinners. I have this is like in continuation. If you've seen my grocery haul video from earlier last weekend, I showed you the meals that I planned on making and that I went shopping for those things. So on my little whiteboard here, I will show you what I'm going to be making. So we've got chili, taco salad, Cobb steak salad, chicken parmesan, spaghetti squash, tuna salad, egg salad, BLT chaffles, unstuffed cabbage, and chicken enchiladas. So I am filming this after I am completely done cooking everything, except for one thing. The chicken parmesan is in the oven and the steak is cooking in the air fryer. Everything else is cooked. Tonight we're going to be having chicken enchiladas. It's already done. It's sitting right there. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I will show you everything when I am done. Let's get into the video. I'm making some chaffles. I'm meal prepping some chaffles. So I have 6 eggs here with a 1/3 cup of mozzarella cheese. I also used some French toast flavor from 101 Flavors. I just did like 20 drops. And I added a little squirt of sugar-free syrup into that. I'm going to be freezing these and like having the kids be able to toast them up, whatever. I have a cooling rack here that I have, one just fell off, that I have some chaffles on. Yeah, I was talking and kind of left this one on too long. I will eat this one because I like burnt cheese. So, and I'm just taking them off with my tongs. I'm also cooking up some, can you see it? Yeah, I'm cooking up some sausage because I want to make like a McGriddle, and that's kind of like why I put that sugar-free syrup in there. So I'm going to meal prep some hard-boiled eggs. So I need to use my Crock-Pot Express now because I hope my sausage isn't too loud. It is so easy to make hard-boiled eggs in a Crock-Pot Express or an Instapot. If you've not done it before, it's amazing. They peel like a dream. If you are interested in these little egg containers, I got them at Dollar Tree. They're $1. I have just the steaming rack that came with it. I don't have the fancy little insert that you put in there. I mean, you can get that off of Amazon, I'm sure. I'll try to remember to link that in the description box if you're interested in one of those. Let me show you what they look like, how I've layered them down in here. You see, I've just layered them down onto the steam rack, and I just have 1 cup of water, and I'm just going to put my lid on, make sure it's in the lock mode, and my valve is set to not release. I like to pull this out a little bit. And because the Crock-Pot Express doesn't have a manual setting and I need it to be at 5 minutes, I'm going to go to beans and chili, and I'm going to make it go all the way down to 5 and start. And it's going to start heating up and you'll hear it hissing and all that crap, and then it'll... Oh, my sausage is still cooking. So I'm still chaffling. I'm still cooking another batch of my sausage, and I'm preparing my spaghetti squash since it takes about 40 minutes to cook in the oven. So I've cut it in half. I've just scraped out the insides with a spoon. It was starting to go bad up here, so I chopped that part off. And I just sprayed my pan with a little bit of avocado oil spray because I don't have any tin foil to line it with. You also want to put some avocado oil, olive oil, whatever type of oil you're going to be using on the inside of your squash. Then you're going to want to put your seasonings. I'm going to use some oregano, some salt-free Italian, some garlic, and some Himalayan pink salt and pepper. And these are my fresh Jax seasonings. If you're interested in purchasing these, there's always a link in the description for 15% off, and I do get a little bit back every time you guys place an order with them. That was a lot of pepper. I need one of those like salt and pepper grinders. So this is what it looks like, and I'm just gonna put this in the oven for 40 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes.
Starting now.
And I have this at 400 degrees. So you can see I'm collecting some chaffles here. I have them drying out on my rack because we like a nice crisp chaffle. These ones are all gonna be froze and used for like waffles. So technically I don't need to be putting these on there because they do have the syrup baked into them and stuff, but I still want it. I am also going to make some regular ones that are for BLT chaffles. So I've just been slow cooking this other pack of sausage, and I'm about to start cooking up the bacon. I'll be back. Do you guys like my hair? Look at it. Look what I've done to my hair to keep like my bangs and stuff out of my face while I'm cooking. I threw it up in that tiny little thing. It looks so silly. I probably look like a little kid. I don't know. I don't care. Eggs are done, so I need to release my steam. I don't like to release the steam if it's like sitting under the counter, so I usually pull it up to where the steam valve isn't underneath here, and then I just use something to knock it. You're gonna let this naturally release for 5 minutes. So your timer reaches 5 minutes. Then you'll open it up and you can put it in an ice bath, or if you're like me and you don't have all that fancy ice, you're just gonna let it sit there and then put it in the refrigerator. And so it's been naturally releasing for 8 minutes now. I'm just going to hit stop. You can easily take the lid off. And the eggs are perfect. So I'm just gonna let these sit here. I'm just gonna let them sit in here and cool off for a little bit because they're hot right now. And I don't want to be touching them. I'm gonna leave the lid off. And I'm still making my chaffles. I've got 7 done. I'm making bacon and I'm finishing up on the sausage still. My spaghetti squash is still in the oven, and I'm about to start cutting celery. And if I have any onion, I don't think I do though, I'm gonna start cutting the celery for tuna salads and egg salads. So now I'm getting my chicken enchiladas ready. I've turned my crock pot onto brown saute. I put in some stir-in garlic paste and some avocado oil, and I'm going to add in this salsa. It's artichoke and garlic, and it's like 2 carbs for 2 tablespoons, but I'm going to just include this in and use it as part of my enchilada sauce. So I'm just gonna put this whole thing in. And yeah, I'm still making chaffles. Every day we're chaffling. I'm also going to use some chicken broth, chicken stock, whatever you want. I'm going to add 1 cup. That's probably about a cup. If you don't mind looking at my back the whole time. Maybe you'd like to see my head though. Maybe just a little bit of my head. Okay, I'm still making chaffles. Yes, I'm sorry. You can add onion, jalapeno, whatever, but that kind of stuff is already in my salsa, so I'm not gonna worry about that. You're also gonna need some tomato sauce. Now I have this homemade tomato sauce from my friend's garden that is purely tomatoes, so I'm gonna use the rest of this. Need like about 16 ounces. So I'm not gonna use any sugar. You can add some sugar replacement if you want, but I'm gonna put some chili powder, some ground cumin, and then some pink Himalayan salt in here as well. Just like about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of the chili powder probably. However many, I don't really measure. I kind of just, and I hate how hard it is to get cumin out of this. I use a lot of cumin. I use it in my taco meat because I make my own with some paprika and some onion and, you know, all the things. I have such a messy kitchen right now. Please don't mind it. Probably time to pull this chaffle. I have a lot of things going on at once. But that's why you clean as you go. And you worry about the cleanup, the most of the cleanup later. You don't, because otherwise things get burnt. All right, there we go. Next truffle is preparing itself. Now, I'm currently making the chaffles for the BLTs. Now, I've made all the sweet ones. Add in 2 of these gigantic chicken breasts. Always wash your hands. You guys like my apron? It's from Grove. I got it a long time ago. I try to use it. Alright, so make sure that your valve is set to non-release. Make sure it's in lock mode. I set it to poultry for 20 minutes. Start. It's going to heat up. It's going to cook all that juices all up into that chicken. It's going to get nice and beautifully, and I can just like shred it apart. I just took the spaghetti squash out of the oven. I did forget, you should flip your spaghetti squash upside down so the shell is on the outside, and it helps really like lock in the moisture and helps it shred easier. Right now I have it off to the side cooling. I will shred it later. I'm going to go finish chopping celery and still making chaffles, almost done. I will update you soon. Aren't they beautiful? I like it when it gets nice and crispy like this on the outside. They're gonna be so good. Next, I'm gonna start making the chili. I make this chili all the time. I'm gonna make a double batch of it. You're gonna need, if you're making a double batch, I'm just doubling everything. So I'm gonna use 2 packets of chorizo. So it's so good. It's a Mexican sausage if you've never used it. It's really good in eggs. So delicious. Taco meat. Where's my spatulator? Guys, I'm sad. My spatulator is cracked, but it still works. So, let me see if you can't see this. Can you see that? Cooking up the chorizo. Stacks. Got fat stacks. Alright, since my camera died, I'm just gonna charge the battery and show you what I'm doing from my phone. So, the chorizo is cooked up. So now what I'm gonna do is add the ground beef in. So I added about 2 pounds of ground beef. Maybe not even 2 pounds. It's almost kind of like I only added a pound and a half. I'm gonna cook this down, and I'll show you the next. Everything that I'm making today, if it has a recipe, will be linked below. This is loosely based off of Keto Ginger's chili, so it will be in the description box below. So there's my chaffles, my sausage, my bacon, my spaghetti squash, the egg, chopping up the celery for the tuna and egg salad. Now, usually I use the Rotel diced tomatoes, and I thought I had more, but apparently I didn't because they're gone. So I used 2 cans of just the Great Value diced tomatoes and 1 large can of tomato paste because I am doubling. If otherwise, only use 1 can of the tomato paste of the, I think it's like 6 ounces, or it might be 4, the small ones, you know. I already threw it away. And then 1 can of the tomatoes. But since I'm doing 2, I also added 2 cups of chicken broth. All right, so I have my tuna fish done. I have my egg salad done. The chili is done. I added in some chili powder, ground cumin, salt and pepper, and garlic because I didn't have the regular Rotel tomatoes that are usually flavored. So I added that in. So this is now done. The chicken is done cooking. I need to remove it and shred it and then do the next step of that. To package up the truffles. I need to package up that stuff. And I need to get my spaghetti squash put away. You guys, this is a mess. Next, I want to get my lettuce shredded for the taco salad. I need to cook up my steak for the Cobb salad. I need to cook up taco meat and the meat for the unstuffed cabbage. And I need to make the chicken ready for the chicken parmesan. All right, so I got this charged mostly. Anyways, it's time to make the chicken enchiladas. I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. I put a layer of my leftover sauce from the Instapot that I pulled my chicken out of down here. And now I'm just gonna take my low carb tortillas and take some of the chicken that I shredded up and fill those up as well as put some of the sauce in. Now my hands are going to get really dirty. And I'm just going to roll them up in there like that. And look at all the chicken I have left still, so we can use this for anything else. So now it's time to make the unstuffed cabbage rolls. So I just have a pound of ground beef that I'm cooking up in here with some diced up onion and garlic. And I'm just gonna brown that until that's nice and cooked. Are you recording?
I can't tell.
What did you push?
A button.
Yes, you are. Here, flip this down so you can see. Alright, so my meat and my garlic and onion are cooked down. I chopped up half a head of cabbage and I just threw that in here. And I'm letting what little grease there was from the hamburger meat like help cook this cabbage down. I'm going to cook the cabbage down a little bit and then I'm going to add in a can, I don't know what, a can of diced tomatoes and some of this tomato sauce. This tomato sauce is actually only 4 grams net carbs, so this is a nice option and it's very cheap compared to Rouse. So that's what I'm going to be using. This is, to me, unstuffed cabbage is sort of like a goulash almost, the way that I make it. Actually, you know what? Since this is in tomato sauce or in tomato juice, I'm not even going to use that.
I have a banana.
Yeah. So this. I know this isn't the best option, but there's not a lot. Gonna season it with like salt and pepper. And now I'm just gonna let that cook down. Turn it on low, and I'm gonna take my enchiladas out. Oh yeah! Look at those. Chicken enchiladas, check. They look amazing. Cabbage, unstuffed cabbage, pretty much done. I'll be back. I'm going to start preparing the steak pieces for my steak Carb and get the chicken parm ready. Alright, so I put my chicken breast there, and I'm taking this marinara. Maybe.
It's cool. Oh, you want this one?
Cover your chicken. I'm gonna take some Parmesan and the rest of my mozzarella, and I'm gonna put cheddar too, and then I'm just gonna bake this. That's it. So easy. Alright guys, so I'm pretty much done. The only thing that I have left is the chicken Parmesan that's in the oven and the steak that's cooking, and I will show you everything else that I have prepared. So this is what we got going on here. Tiffany shredded up some lettuce, so that's shredded up. We have, this is the unstuffed, did I even write that? Yeah, I did. The unstuffed cabbage. If I can open it with one hand. There it is, folks. We have 2 containers of the unstuffed cabbage that looks absolutely delicious. I'm not gonna lie. So we got 2 containers of that. We have all the chili in the world. This is the only one that is not measured out. All the rest of these are 8 ounces of chili, which is 1 serving. So that way, if you want chili, you can easily just grab it, heat it up, and you are eating 1 serving. Then, this is the egg salad. Oh my lord, I'm spilling chili. This is the egg salad. Looks beautiful. Then I got the tuna salad. Ooh, I got a whiff of tuna there. These ones here are the chaffles made for the BLTs. These ones here are the breakfast. These ones here are the breakfast chaffles. I seasoned. I flavored these with the one-on-one French toast flavor. So these ones have that flavor. These ones are made for the BLT ones. Here's some bacon for the BLTs. This is some leftover shredded chicken I'm going to use for the taco salads instead of ground beef. Here is some sausage. And then this is my spaghetti squash. When I'm ready to make the actual spaghetti squash with the meat sauce and everything, I will cook their noodles fresh, and I will just have my spaghetti squash ready, because we all know spaghetti doesn't take very long. So that's all this. I'm sorry, my nose is running. I just blew it. I'm sorry for all the sniffles. This is everything. Meal prepped, ready, easy to go containers. There are the chicken enchiladas. The dishwasher is going. Everything didn't fit. I'm enjoying a beautiful twisted mango Diet Coke, and there's about 9 minutes left on that. So that is everything, you guys. This has been one heck of a day. It took me a total of 3.5 hours, and I'm ready to relax and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Hope you guys have a great day.